Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frontier Unlocked. It's June. It's June, everyone. That means we've done 6 shows already this year. Where has the time gone? I don't know. We've announced a lot of stuff this year, and we have another jam-packed show for you today. But before I start, because we're going to say hello to some people in chat, and I've said we, because I'm going to welcome a guest. So we go to a wide shop, as you said. Welcome, Chantel. So hello to everyone in chat. So please say hello to Chantel, the newest member of our community team here at Frontier. So,
hello.
Chantel, how long have you been here now?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 whole weeks.
Already we have you on the sofa. So no pressure. I know it's your first time on stream with us.
Chucked into the deep end.
You're in at the deep end. How are you finding your time here at Frontier?
Loving it.
You're loving it?
Everyone's so lovely.
You haven't got to say it because I'm sat here. There is no stick over here and we're not going to hit you. That's fine.
I promise he's lovely.
I am lovely, all right? No, I'm joking. So you've been here now for 3 weeks and you're covering all the games now, looking up with the wonderful team. So Paul and with Phil and with Lauren, you're with that team there, right? So
yes.
Hello to those. So this is going to be your first stream. See how you get on with it. So be kind, chat, because he's got to work with me, all right? And I'm not, you know what I'm like. So I think we say hello to people in chat as well. So hello to everyone that's watching. So I see Osric's in there. So also our mods. I did remember.
Yes, we've got our mods in there.
So hello to all the mods. Thank you for all your help. Captain Fenny, hello. Lewis, I missed you on YouTube. We can see YouTube and Twitch. Commander XLA. Chat is going really, really fast here. We are watching. Think of some names, say hello to in a second. Just before the stream started, I did see some interesting comments. One was, is this music from Planco? It's actually from Planet Zoo, Sounds of Summer, I believe, is actually the track. You can find it on Spotify if you want to hear that really chill tune right at the start of the countdown. And also someone put in, can't wait to see the YT 1300. Now, as a Star Wars nerd, that is, for you want to know, is a Corellian light freighter, aka the Millennium Falcon. So very excited. I'm sure that's a reference to the Type 8 with the 2 prongs at the front. I saw who you were. I can't remember the chat name. Sure, it began with an F. But we are watching chat. Where's my Frontier t-shirt? It's in the wash. And I'm saying that because I lost it. There's a long story behind this. I put it in my gym bag. I didn't go to the gym, clearly. And then I remembered where it was, and I haven't washed it in time. Sorry, I will have a Frontier shirt for the next show.
Or I stole it.
You stole it. I gave it. There we go. I gave it to Chantel. There we go.
Fine gesture.
So there we go. Okay, all right. So we have got quite a jam-packed show today, do we not?
We
so
do.
I'm going to throw you in with some housekeeping at the start. So Chantel, do you want to tell the chat about housekeeping?
Yeah, so we have some drops today. The Meteor Blue Twitch drops, and they're on screen now, as you can see. And they are for the Mamba and the Cobra Mark III. So you just have to watch for 20 minutes in order to claim them.
Yes, but please remember to claim them. So we know we'll be watching this, and this will be live. It's just 20 minutes chat. I think if you've been here before, you know the drill, right? And they're pretty cool. Still no chieftain, but fine. All right, we'll just move on. And then, right, what have we got coming up on the show?
We have some news about Planet Zoo, which is the console edition. We also have our segment on the F1 Manager 2024 game. And then we're going to talk about some stuff in Elite Dangerous as well.
I believe you're going to be talking to me, right? You're going to be interviewing me.
Interviewing
you. It's exciting to be interviewed. And if you're an F1 Manager fan, you really want to keep your eyes on that segment because we've got some news for you. All right, so shall we kick off, I guess, with the Planet Zoo console edition? So obviously we get asked a lot about. It's very popular, isn't it?
It's very popular.
People are asking for different animals, what's going to be the next DLC that's going to come out. Do you want to share what the next DLC is going to be?
So, the next DLC is going to be the Grasslands and Africa bundle.
There's a lovely little, I think that's the key art. I think we call that key art in the trade. And that is an armadillo, for those that are old enough. Crunch on the outside, soft on the inside, armadillo. But you have to be a certain age to get a reference, and I'm feeling that's less and less relevant. But there we go. This actual pack contains 13 animals, 180 pieces of scenery, 2 scenarios, and the butterfly exhibit. And it will be coming soon. So keep your eyes and ears on our socials. And also we announced as well to keep your eyes and ears on, we will be doing, one of the things we're asked for, I think you saw, a physical edition, right? We're doing physical edition.
Physical edition, yeah.
So that will also be coming along. There we go. The physical edition, as requested, will be coming along to pick up for your collection, if you so will. All right, so that's what we have for our Planet Zoo console fans. I know we asked about other things about Planet Zoo. Check back on our previous streams about what we said about Planet Zoo on PC. And for you JWE fans, please check back on the previous unlocks. We did say some stuff. Open your ears and listen, because it's in there for you to pay attention to. All right. So, next up, we're going to go into our... Oh, no, tell me we haven't done. And this is my fault. We haven't said about what all this stuff is here.
Giveaway.
We have a giveaway, as always. Chantal, do you want to go through exactly what we have on offer here?
Yep. So we have a lovely press kit at the back there. We have a lovely Elite beanie. We have a Planet Zoo soundtrack, a water bottle. We have a F1 Manager mechanical keyboard there. We've got one of the, what did you call it? Camping...
I called it a camping cup.
Camping cup?
For JWE, but
Metal
producer
cup?
Adam, what did you call it? He's shaking his head like he's shaking his head like he never said anything. Like he said, it's a really nice cup, is what he said.
Really
And
nice cup.
That tells you how interesting Adam really is. And inside this is some pin badges, I think. There's some pin badges in there that we'll chuck in. So we will give you all the rules on that competition a bit later on in the show. Obviously, there will be some T's and C's, but I'll go through those nearer the time. But there's a lot of swag there. There's a lot of swag there. Right. So next up, we have a pre-recorded segment. I was very lucky to sit down with Stu and Matt again for F1 Manager to look at actually the cars on the track. Mechanical failures is one of the big things in F1 Manager 24 coming out July 23rd. And we wanted to show this sort of stuff in action. Now, I think I actually say it during the segment, but none of this was scripted. There literally was an exclusive scenario we were playing through. And what you see happened, it was one take, producer Adam, wasn't it? He's nodding. He's nodding. Oh, I got a yes. We spoke. He is there, chat.
He's real.
He's a real person. So let's have a look at this video, and then we'll come back to us in the studio. So enjoy. Right. Welcome back, Matt and Stu. Thank you very much for joining me again on the show. You must be getting tired of my face. I'm sure you have.
So much fun.
For those that haven't watched any of the previous shows you've been on, do you want to give a brief introduction about who you are and what you do? Starting with you, Matt.
Oh, right on the spot. I'm Matt. I'm the art director for the project.
Cool, thank you.
Oh, and chief marriage dropper.
Hey, I'm Stu. I am executive producer for F1 Manager.
Excellent. Right, and so we are very close now to the launch of F1 Manager 24. It's very, very exciting. July 23rd is around the corner.
It's close.
It's very, very close. So today I think what we're going to do is we're going to show one of the exclusive scenarios that if you get with the deluxe edition. And I think it's the first time I'm actually seeing the cars on track. I believe,
so,
sort of
yeah.
live as well. This is a pre-recorded segment. Chat, don't get cross, but we know what I mean when we say live. So this is going to be one of those scenarios. We're going to play through one of those and look at some of the key features that are coming in with F1 Manager 24 this year. But before we get into that, explain to our chat, like you did to me, the exclusive scenarios and race replays and what they are, please.
Yep, so race replay mode is back for F1 Manager 24. We will be serving up 2 race replays for every Grand Prix that happens in real life, shortly after the fact. They come in 2 flavours, so there will be a starting grid, so the real life starting grid you'll get to play from that moment, and then a race moment where our design team will choose something exciting that's happening in real life and put you in that moment to play it through.
That's cool.
And then on top of that, if you have the deluxe edition, you get these 5 exclusive scenarios as well.
Yeah, which you'll be able to see on the screen now. So Brazil, China, Italy, Abu Dhabi, and Great Britain. But we're going to be looking at one of those today, aren't we? Which is Italy, I think.
Yeah, we're going to Italy.
Okay, so let's click on Italy. So this is the screen you're going to see. The first thing I looked at was difficulty. I saw 3. But talk me through, maybe Matt, what's this scenario we're looking at here?
So fault in front. So this is a really fun scenario that demonstrates mechanical failures, which are obviously a new feature this year. So this is all about that, basically. So the idea is to manage your potential fault and finish the race at the front. But a certain Max is closing the gap down on us, so we'll have to outsmart him and get to the line first.
All right, so and for full context for everyone, although this is pre-recorded, we are going to try and do this live, right? So how confident are you about this scenario?
We played this once before, and I got beaten on the last lap, so we'll try and do a bit better.
If there was anyone on the team to beat this, it's Matt.
All right, so no pressure, Matt, right? So now you've been picked up pretty
Lovely.
big.
We'll see how it goes. 2 laps in, end of the...
Cutting the rater's voice. He didn't win. Right, it's fine. It's fine. Let's have a look. Right, let's get cracking.
Let's go.
So do you have a particular strategy for this, having played it a few times before?
So the nice thing about mechanical failures that you'll see that we'll go through is you do get some sort of hints about what causes certain failures and how to de-escalate the risk. So we'll follow the advice, and hopefully we'll be okay. So here we go.
So this you must earn at least 25 points.
He's got to win.
All right. Okay.
So this is quite fun. This is kind of reminiscent actually of Imola this year, except of course it was Lando chasing down Max. But this time we have Charles here. So here we are. So we'll have to speed it up just a little bit, I think. So once we cross the line, yeah. So we can see here, so Max is 13.7 seconds behind us.
Easy.
Well, we say that,
Come on.
but if we have a little look, he's flying. So now he's only 14 seconds behind us. So first thing we need to do, I think, is just punch everything up a little bit. So you'll see we've got this lovely little icon flashing away at the bottom. So this tells us we have a minor mechanical failure. So there's a risk that it may get worse. It is unfixable, so we can't do anything to get rid of it.
It's just all going to be now about how you manage
It's all about managing it. So we can see it's caused by curbs and the condition of our engine. So obviously we can't do anything about the condition of our engine in the race. We can avoid the curbs. At the moment the risk is moderate, so it might not happen, but we need to be aware of it. And obviously these are the consequences. So we'll see that the powertrain temperature increases, which increases wear, so that's kind of another loop that you need to deal with. And obviously it also decreases your condition and the power of the engine a bit more.
So what strategy are you going with here? Are you leaving it as just going a bit harder at the minute?
I think what we need to do is pull out a little bit of a gap. So we've got fastest lap there. And we'll do that. So I guess it's probably worth talking about some of the other mechanical
Yeah,
faults
you can
that
see on the panel there kind of the three key areas where you might see mechanical faults emerge. So, we're suffering from a minor fault with the engine at the moment. The ERS can suffer faults as well. That might affect your deployment of ERS. It might affect the efficiency of the charging, or it could cut it out completely. And then gearbox as well can suffer faults. The little dials there, they're an indication of the risk of those faults as it stands. So, we're looking quite good on the ERS at the moment, nothing to worry about there. But it's the engine that we have to manage, or that Matt has to manage in this one.
And so we talked earlier on that mechanical faults are new for this year. Do they only happen to the player, or can they happen to the other teams as well?
No, it's exactly the same chance. Obviously, depending on the factors going into the race, such as the condition of the parts. But the AI will be impacted by these in the same way that the player will be as well.
Yeah, and obviously we talked about how to mitigate some of this. Is there any way to prevent mechanical failures or to reduce the likelihood of getting them?
Yeah, I mean, the best thing is obviously not to use worn components.
Yep.
However, because it's F1, there are sort of limits on the number of components that you can take before you get grid penalties and other things. So exactly like real life, you've got to manage that. So you may want to make sure that you just use your more worn engines, perhaps in free practice in those situations, and save your better units for the race. But yeah, it's down to you to manage that as it is in real life. I mean, obviously, I think most years we see most teams do take an extra power unit just because it is so tight. So again, you should be seeing roughly things that happen in real life. I think when we played 2 seasons in development, we've actually seen there are certain races where you kind of start to see all the teams take their grid penalties and things, which is quite nice to see.
I mean, you talk about the same thing about real life. I'm just watching obviously the cars going around the track, but this, I mean, F1 Manager 23 looks stunning. And I said this in the last time, but this is seeing it moving and like this. How did you do it? How did you make it prettier? How did you do this?
I mean, the art team really knocked it out the park, to be honest. So Imola was, I think, if you look at Imola from the previous games, it was a little bit flat. And what we've done here, we've added loads more sort of coloration. We use the satellite photography to help with these splat maps.
Splat maps, my favourite term. My favourite term.
So there's a bunch of that. Actually, you know what? Let's flick to Helicam and we can actually see. We can actually probably see the circuit.
This is new. Helicam's new, right?
This is the new. This is our new camera for this year. It gives you like a real strategic view of things.
So you can see we've got things like all the directionality in the gravel traps, so which way the gravel gets sort of mown and things as it gets tidied up. We've got lots of sort of detail in terms of the mud, the grass that you see, how the edges around the track work. It's just a whole lot nicer. And again, if you look at the racing line, I mean, the racing line is really, really good. The way that we get all these sort of tyre marks and they follow the line correctly. You can see it going off into the runoff areas and things. You can see those. It just brings loads of life to the game. And again, it makes it feel like you're watching it on TV.
I was going to say, I think the important thing for me looking at this, and I think our players will realise this as well, is it's yes, we want the game to look fantastic, but it's actually because we want this. It's a passion project, right? So we want this to be as close to reality as we can possibly get it. So if it means that we have to get the direction of the gravel, we'll do that. Like we're not just going to put gravel down. We'll make it try and look as good as it can make it, right?
We the art team went to Silverstone last year. We had a nice little time. We spent a while walking around the track and taking pictures. It was quite interesting because obviously, it's an event that lots of people go to, and you often see them taking pictures of big panoramic. All the artists, right? We were taking pictures of like the paint on the curbs, like the bolts that are used on
just
the
like close-up shots of the gravel and
how do the curbs sit on top of each other? How does the edge of the track fit? What does the tarmac?
See other people look at you guys going, "You guys all right?"
I mean, the tour organisers were like, "What are they doing?" It's like nobody's taking a picture of anything cool. But
you're like, "This is cool to us."
Exactly.
We want this in
We're
here.
all looking at the materials and how it fits together and everything. But it's really key. I mean, this is the output of that work.
Exactly. You can't really get better reference than walking around Silverstone and getting it first hand.
Yeah,
Right?
and it's the dedication I think you guys put into it as well. Like it's a thousand things combining to make the whole, right? It's not just one element. It's the way the cars move, and we'll talk a little bit about how you guys have looked at the AI and how they react differently, and you've improved on the various different iterations that have gone before. To how it looks, it's a phenomenal achievement to see this come through. And like, if you were to glance at this or even look at this, actually, you would believe you're watching F1, right?
Yeah, I think it comes together really nicely with this camera. Everything Matt's spoken about there with the improvements to the visuals. This camera's showing it off, and then in this environment, we've got improved race behaviours. So we're going to see more overtake attempts, more realistic overtake attempts, improved recovery from incidents. We'll see fewer DRS trains. All in all, like the whole package just speaks to the authenticity that we're really aiming for.
You touched on some of it there. I mean, you can see how the cars are moving around. They feel, I don't know how the word is, more alive, I think, is when you're looking at them. That, like you just said, they don't just sit behind each other now. They will try and be more aggressive when they overtake. And it's again, it's all these pieces coming together, right? And we're looking at one of the exclusive scenarios in the Deluxe Edition. But obviously, all this stuff sort of plays into the general campaign as well, right?
Safety car.
What's happened?
So, like we said, other players can have a fault.
So this is one of the AI drivers.
There's fire, and I may have limited mechanical knowledge,
Joe
but
has
that's always
stopped
bad.
on track. The safety car is out. The race is neutralised. So this is great news for me, right? So I'm going to start turning down my...
So now you can relax on the engine.
Now I can relax everything off.
Just look after
Now,
that
annoyingly, we're all going to bunch up, aren't we?
Yeah.
So Joe has retired. So this is actually a new notification we've got this year. So you can start to see that other cars have retired. He's retired on the track, which is why there's a safety car. But that was something we didn't have in previous years. So again, broadcasting a bit more information to the player about what's going on in that rider race situation. So I've got a lovely gap that I built up, 10 laps to go. Max is 18 seconds behind, so I'm guessing he's going to close up a bit under the safety car.
This is perhaps the part of mechanical faults that's perhaps less apparent immediately. It's not just about managing your own. It's capitalising on these situations when it hits the AI as well.
The other thing, so this didn't happen in my previous play. I mean, this shows you how dynamic it is. So we're a bit stuck now. So because the safety car has come out and Max has a bit of a gap, he's pitted and I'm left out on my old tyres. So maybe I should have done a better job. I think we're going to have a situation that perhaps some of us might remember from previous years of a certain Max on better tyres behind someone who wants to win the race. So we'll see. So there you go.
So this is a question I asked you before we start recording this, which was, these aren't scripted events. These happen naturally throughout the game, right? And it has something to what the AI are doing, to what the player will be doing, how they're managing their drivers and their race strategy. And these can happen, and what components you've got in your car, and how you've done that strategy that season. Very, very exciting stuff. So, are you still feeling confident? I mean,
I'm feeling a lot less confident now.
Less confident. All right.
I can't. I've missed my window. I was too busy talking.
How are your tyres looking?
Instead of well, I've got hards that are half worn. So I think let's look at the. So I've got Perez a little way back, and then I've got Max on brand new softs.
But again, that's great showing how the AI has adapted.
Well,
AI has taken advantage of that situation and been like, okay, safety car's out, I'm coming in.
Took better advantage of it than
yeah.
unfortunately.
I mean, it's really interesting, right? We've put different difficulty settings in. I think from back in 23, and sort of race behaviour and AI is something that we've constantly improved on. So you can see I'm now literally, apart from Stroll, I'm the only car that didn't do something sensible.
Don't worry about it. You're a maverick. You're a trendsetter. So, you do what you want.
Yeah. Let's speed it up, I guess, and we'll see when the safety car comes in.
Am I right in saying, I might be wrong, I might be misspeaking here, but you also modelled the wheels as well on the driver's wheel. They are wheels?
Well, yeah, actually, since we're in the cockpit, segued. Yeah, so we've now put in all the individual team-specific wheels. I think that's something that we've all wanted to do for a little while. So they're all in there.
It just looks fantastic. I can't get over how good this looks.
Yeah, my favourite is if you go to visor cam. So
that is phenomenal.
Now you've got the correct wheels in visor cam, which again brings an extra. I mean, the other camera that we've tweaked is this one. So I think we've seen from, I think it was Japan last year. F1 have played with this, so I think they call it a gyro cam.
Right.
But basically, it stabilises it so that the horizon always stays flat. So rather than being locked to the car, it's locked to the horizon. So you can just get a feeling of the banking and some of the forces that are involved. But again, we put it in the game. It's in real life. We'll go put it in the game.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Right, safety car is...
Is the safety car going to come in? Depends how long it takes them to move Joe's car. The longer the better. I mean yeah, then a couple more laps. We might do you a favour. I don't see us finishing under the safety car, but we will. So, I think the other thing to.
So you've changed that map as well, haven't you? That's all new as well this year, or it's been improved.
The maps have had a little tweak. We haven't done too much work on them, but again, like everything. We've just tried to make sure that anything that wasn't quite right, we've done a better job of.
Yeah.
So, we're busy people.
There we go, right. So how many laps have we got left now? I saw 55 or 63, is that right? .56 of 63, sorry. Okay. So 7 laps remain. I've got a good feeling about this. I think the safety car's going to do God's work here.
It's helping at the moment, but...
So, this is in no way scripted, right?
Yeah.
Lapped cars may now overtake. So there's a behaviour that we fixed.
Right.
So I think that was called out before that the game wasn't quite doing what it should do in real life. So now the lapped cars have gone by. So this is proper safety car behaviour we've got now. But unfortunately, that means the car's going to come in soon, doesn't it?
I've got a sneaking suspicion your bit of grace time is up.
And I've got a feeling that Max might get by Perez.
You think he won't?
Yeah, Charles is telling the safety car to hurry up. Look at them weaving away. I wonder, should I just... I'm going to have to, aren't I?
So you're going to push the engine a bit? I mean, look, how many laps have we got left? Is it 6 laps now? 7 laps left? I say flat out. Everything. On all pressure on the engine. Nothing can go wrong here.
Let's see. So you can see the lap cars are making their way round.
Have you tried all of the scenarios? Do you have a particular favourite?
There's one of the exclusive scenarios where we are
Safety
putting
cars ending.
the new driver affiliates front and centre.
Right,
And
okay.
I'm a big fan of that feature, kind of bringing the next generation of talent to the fore. So that's a favourite of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that, Matt. You said the
The
safety car's gone
safety
in?
car's coming in.
Right, okay.
We've got 5 laps to go.
I'm fully
I've got
confident
2.
here. Fully confident here. There's no way you're going to lose this. No way.
2 very eager Red Bulls behind me.
Ominous.
Safety cars ended.
Stand
Yeah.
by.
Racing from the line,
Here we go.
remember? I think this is one of the new comms we've got in. And away he goes, come on. That's it.
Yeah, we've tipped over 70,000 comms.
Oh, Gasly's
In-game
crashed.
Oh, no.
Safety
Bring it-
cars.
bring it back
safety
out, get
cars
it back
breed
out.
safety cars.
But you were talking about we're having this crash. Oh, he spun right off.
That'll be his cold tyres straight into the wall.
But you're talking about the audio as well.
Yeah.
It is over 70,000 lines. Right. Oh, hang on a minute. Are we still going?
Perez isn't quite letting Max by yet. It's not looking good for me, is it?
I mean,
Come on, maybe Gasly's... Oh, he's still running.
Are you defending?
he's right on you now, isn't he? I don't know.
Oh,
if you-
yes. Ooh, tactics. Always defend. Always defend. A bit late now, isn't it?
Try to stay in front.
So we've
Try to
got
stay in front. Good
we've
advice.
got 4 laps remaining. You are hanging on by the skin of your teeth. I think
Oh,
Max has gone
oh.
past. No, has he?
Look at it. So, I mean, this is a really... This is in no way scripted, but the way that they now go for overtakes
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
that's
they
lovely.
fight... I mean,
Way
there's no-
more aggressive here.
Look
Look,
at
They're
Max
fighting
and
each other
Perez
as well.
going away, round the corners. They're using the full width of the track now.
Although Max is through though, right?
Yeah.
He's through. 4 laps remain. This is going to be a bit of an ask, I think.
I think my battery's going to be empty by this. Oh, I've still got a bit left. Oh,
Oh, I think he's gonna have
That
you.
could be it,
he's
folks.
got the
That could
tyre
be it.
advantage. Ah.
4 laps to go. Soak it up.
Oh.
Now, I'm not sure there's much you can do in this situation.
Oh, look, but Norris has got past Perez. I mean, to be honest, like as annoying as the safety car was for us, it's a great example to watch how all the other cars are now kind of fighting each other.
Yeah. It's great to see, actually, to see all those different changes and tweaks to the AI you've made.
Let's see what Norris sees. So
There we go.
Lander's
So
watching
he's-
me.
He's close on you. It looks like Verstappen's pulling away, though, to be fair.
Car behind is Norris.
I saw Matt wearing a McLaren top earlier. I'm a bit suspicious now of his intentions.
So what was the objective? Oh, yeah, we're failing.
I have
so
to, I
this
have
tells
to
you in the
finish
corner, right?
first. Yeah,
We're
so
failing
yeah,
at the
I've
moment.
now
Unfortunately,
failed.
it's win or bust, this one.
Yeah.
I think even... Is Lando going to get past you, you think?
I think he's got the newer tyres, doesn't he?
So do you think it was that one decision of not coming in and changing tyres maybe what?
Oh, with the
cost you?
safety car, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably would have. I would have been on the same tyres. Whether that was enough, I don't know.
We still would have had to balance
Oh.
that risk
Yeah,
of
he goes Lando,
looking after the
he's through.
engine.
He's through. You never know. Maybe there'll be 2 mechanical failures in front of you in the last couple of laps.
They
I
can
don't
always
think we're
take
gonna
each
see
other
this.
out, can't they? Shall we fast forward
Let's
now
fast forward, see how we go out. 3 laps to go.
and enjoy my inevitable defeat?
Can we at least stand the podium? No, we've slipped.
How does that affect the driver's mentality? Will this affect them negatively?
Poorly.
This is and this is the other thing you've got to manage. Like the mentality system is you've got to watch your drivers.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly they're aware of how what their personal performance is relative to their car performance. So Max has won. Well done, Max.
I mean, in career mode as well, it's going to depend on how we are treating both drivers. You know, if
Yeah.
if
Favouring one over the other is not
exactly
going to be great.
yeah, then the other is going to
So
feel a bit downbeat about that, and it's going to impact their performance.
we'll have from these and strong.
Yeah,
Well, look-
I mean, it doesn't sound very positive, is it? We learned, yeah. Well, Charles is unhappy.
He doesn't sound very happy.
Carlos was already out. Not a good week for Ferrari.
No, I mean, and obviously you're not very happy either, Matt. I mean, it was one decision of not
What about
changing
my
tyres.
mentality?
I know it's suffering. But look, I think although you weren't successful, I think it's what you were successful doing is showing actually some of the great new features in F1 Manager 24
Yeah.
that are coming into the game. Obviously, mechanical failures are new. It can players, can happen to the AI. We've watched how the AI react to mechanical failures and how, in fairness, you can blame me for this one, Max. I think I was probably asking you a question when you should have been putting in for tyres.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But how
Chalk-
that obviously
chalk that one
affected this scenario. So that's great. We didn't win a scenario, but you can always try it again.
Well, that's the thing with the exclusive scenarios. You can just jump back in and try a different strategy. So again, it's a really nice scenario to play with the mechanical faults and sort of understand how they work. So this time it didn't develop. Actually, the last time I played through it, I developed it. The last time I played it, I got beaten on the last lap.
Yeah. You were saying about the safety car as well then, when the safety car came out, was it last lap?
I mean, the safety car is a real kind of game changer now that there's a bit more sort of AI and things behind it, and you see the AI react a lot more. I think we've seen comments previously where people have worked out certain little patterns, but those are all removed this year.
This is a tricky one. I'm looking forward to seeing
how
people take to it. Yeah, and now we've set the bar to beat the team.
All right. Well, look, there are, again, with the Deluxe Edition, there are 5 unique scenarios that you can get.
Yep.
But that's not all. You also get some classically inspired liveries that we have here. I think there's 5 in there to flick through, indicated by the gold.
Little gold tag.
Little gold
Little
tab.
gold widgets.
And the red one is if you pre-order, right? So if you pre-order...
should we click on it?
Go on then.
Go on.
There we go. So there is a very nice
That's
livery.
lovely.
That's a really nice, actually, livery.
This is the F1 show car, yeah.
So nice. And you get that if you pre-order, which you can do right now, obviously.
You go pre-order now.
Yeah, it's not that far away, July 23rd. Let's have a flick through some of these classic inspired liveries.
Yep.
You get these... Sorry, Matt, go on.
I was going to say, people may work out what they're guessed by. There's some good guesses out there.
Names in chat, please, if you can guess what these were inspired by.
Yeah. So again, the team's done a really great job of kind of making sure that players can do what they want. So this is all accomplished again using exactly the same tools the player has. My favourite feature on these ones is the fact that you can actually rotate the decals. So therefore, there was a phase in F1 where you got the sponsors running lengthwise up the nose rather than across. So it's a nice little...
I think it's fair to say that the livery editor has gone down a storm thus far with our fans, so it's good to see this in action for these ones as well that you'll get.
Yep.
There we go.
So these are all editable as well. So
That's going to be. You can change these if you wish to.
You can use this as a starting point. So if you say I don't like the colours, you can go and change the colours, or you can move the decal. You can do whatever you want. It's your car.
There we go. And you get all 5 of these as a base start with the Deluxe Edition, along with the 5 scenarios. Right.
Yeah.
Matt,
nice.
Stu, look, thank you so much. And I know you're busy because we're not far from the big day, the 23rd of July. But it's been great to have you come back on again to share the sofa with me, to talk me through and show me the race, the scenario we went through there. Unlucky, sorry, blame me. Probably was definitely my fault. We'll probably see you again at some point. But I'm going to let you get back to the very important part of launching the game, July 23rd. Remember, everyone in chat, you can pre-order right now. You get that exclusive livery we just showed you. And then if you order the Deluxe Edition, you get those 5 exclusive scenarios and you get these 5 classically inspired liveries. Guys, it's been so good to see you.
Thank you.
Back to me in the future. As always, thanks again to Matt and Stu for spending their time with us to talk about F1 Manager 24 and show us the cars on track for the first time. And as I said, I'm sure I say in that pre-record, that wasn't scripted at all. All that happened on track happened as it happened as we played for that scenario. I also noticed in chat people saying, oh, all interviews are recorded. They are at the minute only because all of our development teams are really, really busy working on stuff. So I grab them when I can and then we record them. If we can do it live, we will do it live. So there we go. So that was a great look at the game in action. Obviously coming July 23rd. But now we have another, we've got something else for you for F1 Manager. Stick around, F1 Manager, which is, you're going to eat well today on this stream. So next we've got a look at our first, hang on, it's a feature focus. I was going to call it a deep dive. It's not a deep dive. It's a feature focus episode where you can have a look at the new kinds of challenges you're going to face in F1 Manager 24. So take a look at this, but stick around.
Peggy 3.
F1 Manager 2024 introduces several changes to the way daily management plays out away from the track, giving you more tools to navigate the range of challenges the world of F1 throws at you as a team principal. Today we're going to take a deeper look at how we've improved some of the game's systems based on player feedback, as well as a highly requested new feature that enables you to plan for the future better than ever before. The refreshed sponsorship system in F1 Manager 2024 gives you more choice over the type of packages you accept from potential sponsors. Whether in Create a Team or with one of the 10 official F1 constructors, selecting the right sponsor package that fits your current goals and ambitions is key. This is done by choosing your title sponsor and secondary sponsors and then deciding on upcoming sponsorship activities for the coming weeks. Do you select a sponsor with a high initial payout but lower reward for long-term success? Or do you back yourself to perform on race day and earn higher, riskier payments? Tracking the engagement target of your sponsor is key to making the most of your partnership, and it's important that your drivers perform off the track as well as on it by taking part in sponsorship opportunities throughout the season. Whilst these opportunities can provide monetary gain, they can also have a detrimental effect on various aspects of your team, so choosing when to sacrifice performance to fulfill sponsor obligations could be crucial to your place in the constructor standings at the end of the season. It's in your hands to control the flow of money into your team and where to balance the need to fund staff, drivers, and car development versus the impact of high levels of sponsorship on your team. Sponsors are attracted to your team based on your overall marketability value. This is determined by several factors such as the overall rating of your team, certain facilities, and the marketability of your drivers. Driver marketability is a new attribute this year and will fluctuate depending on a variety of elements. A string of great performances, engaging in sponsor activities, or moving to a stronger team will see a boost to a driver's marketability rating. This is also impacted by the appetite for F1 in a driver's nation. Drivers from a nation that has a bigger interest in the sport will see a bonus to their marketability based on their share of fans. This market appetite is dynamic and will fluctuate throughout your playthrough depending on which nations are represented on the grid and finding success around F1, F2 and F3. Meaning a highly marketable driver in one playthrough may not be such a safe bet in another. New to F1 Manager 2024 is the affiliate drivers system. This allows you to recruit up to 10 up-and-coming drivers from the world of F2 and F3 to your team. Using the refreshed contract negotiation system, you can now offer drivers a role as an affiliate within your team instead of taking the first, second or reserve driver slot. This allows them to continue racing or pursue a seat in F2 and F3 to gain experience, whilst also giving you opportunity to feature them in FP1 throughout the season if they are old enough. You will also be able to shape the development of your affiliate drivers by assigning them a development plan, allowing you to focus on weaker areas in their skill set as they progress. These drivers also take advantage of your facilities, meaning it's important to keep yours in top condition to see the best growth over time. The affiliate system unlocks the ability for you to hire, develop and mentor the stars of tomorrow through the feeder series and into your F1 team, turning their success into your success. The world of F1 provides ever-changing challenges, but also opportunities, and these new tools at your disposal set you up to build an ongoing legacy at either your own team or one of 10 official constructors when F1 Manager 24 launches on the 23rd of July 2024.
Face in F1 Manager 24. Now I'm really excited.
You've always wanted to do this, haven't you?
I have always wanted to do this. Producer Adam. World premiere. There we go. Sorry about it. Thanks for indulging me, by the way, Chantal. I've always wanted to do the old world premiere stuff. But so there we go. Really, really excited to announce that F1 Manager 24 is coming to Switch day and date with its brothers and sisters. July 23rd. You can pre-order right now, obviously on the various platforms. But please take a look. It's feature complete. It's the full game coming to Switch. Really, really excited to be able to pull that one off. So really excited to premiere it here on Unlock. So thank you so much to all of the publishing team and the development team involved in getting that trailer out. Now, I think we kept the elite family waiting long enough. Well, nearly. We've got to get rid of all
of our bits and pieces.
which makes sense why we didn't talk about these, doesn't it, chat? So we actually have some Switch stuff. So we have the Charge Play stuff, and we have a Charge quad pad thing for the Switch as well in the swag bag. So obviously to enter this giveaway, you'll need a keywords, which I'm going to give you in a second. But as always, chat, sorry, the boring part. This is a Frontier Twitch channel competition, so I'm really sorry this isn't going to work on YouTube. And geographical restrictions will apply. Check the T's and C's for the full details at frontier.co.uk/legal. This information will also be in the chat by our amazing bot. If you're a winner, make sure to check out for the DM that we'll send you from our official account, so then we can send you all the goodies. All right, this competition is going to run for 5 minutes. I will not tell you when it's going to end because we'll probably be busy talking elite things.
We will.
What's the word we're going to use?
The word is...
!unlocked. So just pop that in the chat and we're going to run it for 5 minutes. !unlocked. You could be in a chance to win all of the goodies you see here. So the keyboard, the Switch stuff, the water bottle, the press kit, the Elite beanie, the Jurassic Park, JWE Evolution 2 mug, and the pin badges, as always, and the soundtrack. You can win all that sort of stuff. So !unlocked to be in with a chance
5
to
minutes.
win. Right.
Yeah.
Chantel.
Right.
This is your moment to start asking me questions about. Now, there's a ship or something happening.
Something new. Not
Something
sure
new.
what.
What I'll do, shall I start this off with what I promised you all last show, which was to have a look at the Type 8 in game. So first off, can I get some 07s for Chantel? She's about to interview me about the Type 8 07s, and then I will pop in. We'll get this right. Here we go. Look, here they come. There we come. Amazing. Just to mess with Adam's bot and the competition, we're going to have !unlocked and a load of 07s coming in. Adam is now sweating, chat. He's in real trouble behind.
He's stressed.
He's like, there's steam coming out of the computer. Right. Okay. So, Adam, would you so kindly roll the footage that our wonderful development team put together for the Type 8 in game? Bearing in mind this is work in progress, chat. So this is still not final, but take a look. And then we'll let this run for a few seconds. I can't get over how good this looks in game. And have a look through what you're seeing. There we go. There she sits. And there's that cockpit view that was promised, chat. Look at him go. Look at the sails open up. So there we go. Right. You've got some questions for me. So this is going to keep rolling. Have a look. We'll stick this on loop for you as we're chatting, so you can keep having a look at this. But yes, go for it. This is your moment to grill me.
Yes. So what sort of ship is the Type 8?
Well, I think we covered this off on the last stream. So it is a medium-sized trading ship. So this means you'll be able to land, most importantly for chat, on a medium pad and an outpost. And you'll be able to find loads of goods at good prices, and then trade them because it does have it's quite a large cargo capacity, actually.
Massive capacity.
Yes.
And why did we decide to make this ship?
Well, I think Zach said it best. I think when we're looking at the new ships and variants we're bringing into Elite, I think what we're looking for is sort of the role they're going to fill and a gap where we think there's one that fits in. And obviously, having a medium freighter like the Type 8 is a perfect fit. I think the Python probably is the best medium freighter. Don't kill me, chat, when I say this, by the way. But it's not a dedicated freighter. It's kind of like a multi-role ship. So having a ship that's built specifically for freight or transport, whichever you want to say it, this sort of ship fills that gap really, really nicely. So obviously that's in there. It's competitive against the larger ships, and obviously it has SEO. So it can be multi-purpose, but it is a perfect trader.
And where does it sit among the other trading ships? The other options?
Like I said, it'll be better than the Python. It will be better than the Python for trade, but obviously for its size, it's more capacity than a Beluga, and it's almost. I want to say, I'll get this wrong. The devil kill me. It's almost as big as an Anaconda in terms of capacity. So she can carry a lot. She can carry a lot, and she's not little. Not little. She's medium, which is really important. She's not. But yeah, she's not. Yeah.
And how does she fit on a medium pad?
How does she fit? Just, I think is the word I'd like to use for this one. There's a reason why the nacelles sort of open the way they do. She needs to squeeze in. There may be some space grease that's required to get her in and out of the letterbox, as we like to call it. But yeah, probably it'll be a tough for someone like me. If you ever see me fly in Elite, you'll know that I will struggle. But I think the cockpit placement and stuff will help.
I was going to ask, is it easier to fly?
So there will be some tech specs that that I know our communities will go into, but it depends what you mean by easy. So I'm a fairly average pilot. It's fine to fly. I think people will be surprised how well she turns. Will be interesting. She's fast, she's quick, which is good because you might need that if you're running away from stuff. And also, I think we've shown it down here is obviously the cockpit is quite low down, so you get this really unique view. You've got the two sort of prongs that are coming out, so you get to see everything obviously be deployed, but also when you want to land, gives you a very good idea where you're going to be landing and what you're going to be putting your landing gear on, for argument's sake.
And how does SEO help with trading?
Well, I mean, the obvious one is it makes you go faster, so you can trade, you do a lot more trade. But she is not as fast in SEO as the Python Mark II, but what she lacks for in speed, she is more fuel efficient and heat resistant. So it's a stabler journey, but it's a more efficient fuel usage. So that means it's better at longer range using the SEO. And obviously, if you're trading, it just makes these things quicker, faster. You go longer. Maybe those long distance trades you want to do aren't so daunting anymore because you can go super fast.
Yeah. And what else can the ship be used for?
Thank you for putting that question in there. This is my fault, chat, because I think I misspoke and said the fighter freighter, and people then assumed oh, it's a fighter as well. Now listen, right? It's not. It's not a fighter, and that's my fault for saying those words on the last stream. That's not to say you can't put guns on this and start attacking things. And I know what our community is like, and this is why I love you, because I know if I say you can't do something, the very first thing they're doing when they get hold of it is do it. So, you know what, chat? If you want to fight in this thing, I don't advise it. I really don't. But go for it. And if you want to do it, I can't wait to see the first solo Hydra takedown in one of these babies. Now, it will definitely happen. It will definitely happen. The AX community will be like, all right, we'll see. We'll see. But it's a freighter, first and foremost. Make no mistake about it. That's what she's designed for. You could use her for an exploration, certainly. I think the jump range and as we said before, like the being fuel efficient really helps that sort of stuff. But again, she won't be as good as the best in class. So the Asp Explorer and stuff like that, she won't be as good as that. But again, do you, babes? You do what you want to do with this ship. Yeah, it's up to you.
And how would you approach combat scenarios in this ship?
Don't. No, I'm joking. That's me. It depends how you want to go about it, really, and how you set up your ship, as always. I mean, our commanders will find like the best setups, the meta setups, what they want to do. I think it does have we'll come on to the internals in a minute. I know there's questions. Full context, chat. I do have notes in front of me because I can't remember all of this stuff. But she does have a size 7 internal, which means you could have a pretty strong shield in there, but you're sacrificing capacity, which means you could take a beating. Again, while she is quite manoeuvrable for a size, she's not going to be outmanoeuvring a combat ship. She certainly won't be out fighting a Federal Lance or a Python Mark II and all that sort of stuff. So I wouldn't advise it. So my advice for this is really fight to run away. You may not be able to destroy whatever it is that's attacking you, but you should be able. She's fast, so for a size, she's definitely fast. So maybe I would advise to fight to run away, which is my staple. Fight to run away. But otherwise, yeah, if you don't have the shields on it and you're just capacity for cargo, she is pretty quick. I mean, look at those engines. Be a bit disappointed if she wasn't. But yeah.
But you do you. If you want to just go in guns a-blazing, you go do that. That is totally your choice.
I fully expect if I ever met a pilot like any of the combat pilots in Open, and I was in a souped up Mark II Python, I guarantee you one of our combat players would wipe the floor with me. I've been on enough streams to see it happen. But yes.
And how many hard points does this ship have?
Right. Going to refer to my notes. So there are 6 hard points. 5 of them are small. 1 is medium. 2 of them are either side of the cockpit, so you'll see them deploy and all that sort of stuff on the arms, which is great. 1 is above the cockpit, so you may have noticed that don't know if you saw it, there's a square thing. It will deploy from there. And then the medium hard point is underslung and at the back of the ship behind the cargo bay. So you can do all that sort of good stuff with your laying out of your gubbins. You're going to need to do your stuff.
Gubbins layout.
Yep.
And what are the optional internals for the ship?
Right. I go back to my notes, Chantal. So the ship has one size 1, one size 2, one size 4, 2 size 5s, 3 size 6s, and 1 size 7. So 9 in total. This is why I have notes.
So much maths.
There's so much going on there. So that
So many
means,
words
isn't it?
and
Well, the
numbers.
numbers and stuff. So there we go. So that's 1 size 1, 1 size 2, 1 size 4, 2 size 5s, 3 size 6s, and 1 size 7. 9 internals in total. Maximum cargo capacity of 406 if everything was put to a cargo bay, which is 100 more than the Python. There you go.
Yeah.
If you like your stats.
Stats and all the numbers. And what about the core internals?
Right, so power plant, thrusters, and FSD are size 5, as is the fuel tank. Life support and sensors are size 3. The power distributor is a size 4, so definitely not a combat vessel. These are roughly the same as the Type 7, which is a large vessel. So there's a lot crammed into this. I'm not saying little, this medium freighter. But yeah, so that's a lot of the specs that are going into the Type 8. Chat, how do you feel about Type 8? Can we get a W for the Type 8 if you like it? If you like what you're seeing, if you like what you feel that we're showing off here? A lot of W's here. Big win, big W. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I'm taking that as 2 W's. Thank you. There's lots of W's. All right, there we go. So that's the Type 8. We will have more information on the next show.
Yeah.
Chantal, thank you so much for coming on. I know it's intimidating to come onto the first show. Have you had fun?
I have actually. It's been really nice. I think the scenery has made it feel very cosy and comfortable.
Yes, we try. And we have a winner. Do you want to announce the winner?
We do. So the winner is That MF Wolf.
So well done, That MF Wolf. Wait for the official whisper from us or DM. I'm not sure what it is on Twitch. I'm too old. And that will give you your access to these prizes. Now, kind of is all the news, but I do have 2 more little bits for our elite fans. So people are asking when the Type 8 is coming out. It's August. And Power Play 2.0 is September. Love you. See you on the next one, which is July 31st. Mwah!